Mic check, what's going on? Welcome back to another Hip-Hop Snapshot. I'm your host, Ross Martinez, and today we wrap up our 5-episode arc of the architects behind the microphone, the producers who helped create regional sound in hip-hop. We talked about the East Coast, we went out west, we went down south, and we came back to the Midwest. But today, let's cross the sea. Let's talk about some giants that rarely ever get talked about on mainstream culture. Today, this episode isn't just about beats and bars, it's about the bridges that we've made. It's about how culture born from struggle in the boogity Bronx found love and translation across the globe. And how some of the most powerful architects of hip-hop weren't born here in the United States. Because the world didn't just adopt hip-hop, they took us in like family. And that embrace, it helped reshape the art, the history, and the impact of a beautiful culture called hip-hop. Without further ado, grab that milk crate, take a seat. It's time to talk hip-hop history. Hip-hop was never meant to stay boxed in. The moment it hit vinyl, it crossed borders globally. From boom boxes in France to sound systems in Brazil. Hip-hop didn't just travel, it transformed everywhere it went. And they weren't knockoffs, they were rebirths. And the producers, the real global architects, they took the pain, pride, and poetry of their cities and flipped it into soundtracks that could rival the best here in Brooklyn, Chicago, Compton, Atlanta. Ooh, this is going to be a good episode. All right. Let's start with one of the greatest of all times, Nujabes, the quiet storm from Tokyo who built sonic sanctuaries, lo-fi, jazz-infused production that whispered more truth than 1,000 MCs could. He proved hip-hop could be soft and sacred at the same time. Let's talk about DJ D Nasty and Cut Killer. Parisian legends, D Nasty dropped France's first hip-hop record. Cut Killer, he turned the moment in the film Laine, which is Haine. I'm sorry for the butchering of that. I don't speak French. But he turned a moment in that film into a global protest, blending French rap and NWA vibes collectively. And DJ KLJ, the beatmaster behind Racionais MCs. Racionais MCs was basically the Brazil's version of Public Enemy. We have our own snapshot. Go check it out. An amazing story. And there's a documentary out there that I suggest you should watch. If you want more information, hit me up. But I digress. He didn't just make music. He soundtracked a revolution that happened in the favelas. Then we have Torch, DJ Tomek, and Shuko, Germany's boom bap warriors. Torch and advanced chemistry turned immigration and racism into lyrical fire. Tomek linked with U.S. giants like KRS-One, proving Germany had bars and beats. Shuko quietly laying heat for Talib Kweli and Anderson .Paak. Then let's talk about skits. Mark B, Harry Love, and Mala, the UK underground. They blended hip-hop with dub, grime, and garage, giving us soundscapes soaked in rebellion, bassline, and poetry from London streets. Then we have K-Cut from Main Source. You know the song Live at the Barbecue? That came from a Canadian. No K-Cut, no Nas introduction. Well, and let me explain that real quick. We'll cover that in its own snapshot. But it is said that K-Cut taught DJ Premier sampling techniques. And if you know anything about DJ Premier on the East Coast, early on, if you didn't have Primo in your beat wasn't shit. You know what I mean? Just think about that. K-Cut influenced New York hip-hop. That's crazy. But I digress. Let's talk. The world gave hip-hop more than we gave it credit for. These producers built movements in basements, radio stations, record shops, and resistance. They didn't ask for the permission. They weren't trying to be like New York, LA, Atlanta, Chicago, or wherever else in the States. They were just trying to be hip hop. in their own way. And here's the truth of it all. Culture doesn't get diluted when it crosses borders, it gets amplified. Hip hop was built by the unheard. It survives by those who feel unseen and invisible. Whether you're from Queensbridge, Quebec, Tokyo, or Tehran, if you ever felt pushed to the margins and turned that pain into something beautiful, hey, guess what? You are hip hop. Until next time, I always tell you, dig in crates. Get inspired, create something. Whether you're in the beginning stages where you feel like you have a calling to do something. Okay? Be hip hop. You doing something right now? Okay. Dig in crates. Get inspired. Get your knowledge up. Make an impact in this world. Because if anything this week taught you, there's amazing people behind the microphone. You could be on the mic. You could be behind the scenes. You could be tagging, breakdancing. You have an art form. Use it. But above everything, be hip hop. I'm out. Peace.